Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday from the HAFA House. First, I want to say that Louisiana has absolutely been devastated. We have folks across Louisiana without electricity, their houses, they've lost their houses, they've lost their businesses, and I've been trying to do a kind of call out to find out who has been affected and who needs help. So if you're watching this video and you need gas or you need money or you need lodging, please call the HAFA office or email me or text me. We have folks that have stepped up, they're willing to help. We have people that have extra rooms. So if you need a place to stay, we are offering. I actually have an extra bedroom also. So just let me know that you need help. It's hard to figure out exactly where the hurricane hit because it's just not the coast. It went all the way up the state of Louisiana. So I need to know if you need help. I need you to help me help you. I had a lot of people call and check on me in Baton Rouge. We did not get any effects of the hurricane except for a little bit of rain, so we are fine. My house office is fine. I'm fine. My family's fine. But we do have people in Louisiana that are devastated, and they do need our help. So let me know if you need help, and if you'd like to help, let me know that you'd like to help, and we'll get those resources in the right hands. Remember that the Power Hour is this Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, hosted by Zywave. It's an opportunity for our members to join once a month for a meeting, just a general meeting for our members only, that you're able to say what you need to say. You had a problem with somebody, an insurance company, CMS, HHS, Medicare, and you want to share it. The meeting is not recorded. It's an opportunity for you to learn about what we know and then absolutely tell us what we can help you with. So if you do not have the link to join, please email me and I'll be happy to provide that for you. Last week, CMS hosted an agent roundtable, and several of our HAFA members were invited, and I was included, and I was very honored to be a part of this important agent meeting that they had. Somebody represented from every state, that there was a federal exchange, which was really interesting to watch the chat box and all the comments and the suggestions and the things that folks had to say. But some of the things that I came to the table with that we were concerned about at HAFA was a possible open enrollment extension due to COVID. The fact that when you change the address, it has the possibility of changing the marketplace, tax credits, just makes a mess, changes the premium, makes a mess of the application, and the consumer could have to pay more premium for just changing their address. The Medicare effective date, the fact that it's hard and people don't know, agents don't know, do we change the date that they're on Medicare, that they should lose their marketplace at the end of the month? Can you put a date in going forward? How does that work? And then several of our members and agents across the United States have had problems with their NPN numbers being recognized when they're doing their registration for the new marketplace for next year. You'll remember that two HAFA members actually brought it to us, which we brought it to CMS, that when they did some updates on the new marketplace application for ICRA, the NPN number disappeared. Now, it wasn't removed from your application, and if for some reason it is, you need to let me know. But they said when they did the updates that it just disappeared, and they had to do an update to show it connected to your client again. So I'm thinking that my thought is probably the registration and NPN. It sounds too familiar, that it's probably part of a glitch that was changed, but that is being addressed. They did talk about the fact that we enrolled 47.8%, or 8.83 million this year for marketplace applications, and 1.12 million new clients, new consumers. So that's amazing. Of course, I say forever, we rock, agents rock. But it's nice to hear from CMS that they appreciate what we're doing, and the proof is in the numbers. They're going to bring more enrollment platforms for the next year, like Health Sherpa, like some of the other ones. HAFA is in the process of reviewing some of those so we can bring to you some options. We've been trying to address bad actors, things that we know that are happening that we do not think that are correct, and CMS has said that they are going to address bad actors. So that's good to hear. If you are affected by anything that happens, please let me know so I can let CMS know. And that includes an enrollment platform that removes your NPN, puts their NPN, or whatever may happen. Please reach out. The only way that we can help is if I know and if I can let CMS know. Some of the new tools for next year it'll be easier to remove household members. All the ICRA stuff is going to be there. Was your ICRA affordable? Blah, blah, blah. Just what I've said from the get-go. I say it all the time. CMS is educating employers and they're educating individuals. This is part of their education. You need to know and understand ICRAs. Knowledge is power. It's now part of the application. You need to understand it. There's also a new income calculation tool that can be printed and saved. Now we know the law tells you to, do the best you can, make up an income that's as close as possible. In times, especially if someone's self-employed, it's just impossible. But the folks on this call, the agents, really raved about this tool and said that it helped. So, as I said, it can be printed, it can be saved, and hopefully this will help you guys when you're sitting down and you're talking to your clients and you're trying to get to a point in income that is closer to what they're going to make in that year, so they don't owe all that tax credit back at the end of the year. The marketplace application is also going to be on audio. So those that may have a hard time reading, it'll be able to read it out loud. So that's something new and cool. Bear with me as I go through my notes because I made several I wanted to share with you. We've been asking from the beginning for a complex case helpline. We have a helpline that really makes me giggle at times. It can help you with a deductible or out of pocket. That's something that's elementary for our members. We need help on complex cases. So this will be something that will go above the helpline. So the first thing you'll do is send an email to the help desk, and then from there you'll go to a complex help desk. So I'm very excited and have high hopes that this is going to help us. I'm sure Dean is tired of us coming to him. But he has been our go-to and the only one that we could go to when we have these very confusing things that we need to fix that just isn't easy to work through the marketplace. Lord, it's Monday. Healthcare.gov. CMS is also going to allow changes in 2022 from metal levels. So several years ago there was a change that said if you have an SEP and you're in a silver plan, you have to stay in a silver plan. Well, 2022 you can go from a silver to a gold, from a silver to a bronze, from a bronze to a gold, and also change carriers. So you can make those changes and not have to stay in the same metal level. So 2022 SEP, look for that. For those that are registering for the marketplace and it's not recognizing your NPN, CMS said to use your Social Security number. That seems to circumvent the NPN issue. But if you're having problems, please let me know so I can let them know that this is an issue I have let them know, of course, this is an issue, and several people in the agent chat box said the same thing. But we need to know if there's more issues. I've got to let them folks know. We also talked about something that has been happening forever. It's not going to be addressed, so I'm going to say that out from the get-go. But the confusing emails that our clients get, we enroll them, we take care of their first month's premium. They get an email, you need to pick your plan, and you need to choose, you need to pay your premium. Then they call us and we're like, they're like, I already paid my premium. You said you took care of it. Already chose a plan. You said you took care of it. And it causes mass confusion. And in the middle of open enrollment, when everybody's working 24/7, that's not an additional issue that we need. Once again, CMS said that they'll bring that back to their communication department. That has been told to me 1,000 times, if not more. Because I continuously say, this is ridiculous. You're confusing people. And then if you work through Health Sherpa, they get it from Health Sherpa too. So they get Health Sherpa, they get healthcare.gov, and then they may get an email from you. It's ridiculous. We talked about, there was a lady who said that maybe we just put a disclosure on the emails that say, if you've done this, ignore this message, blah, 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 which I thought was a wonderful idea. It's simple. Put a line, but it's the government. It's not that simple. To us, we would add the line and it will be fine. You paid it, you picked your plan, ignore this email. But it was a wonderful idea. They did say they'd bring it back to their communication team, but we're not, I don't know what's going to happen with that. We talked about insurer rate notices. You all know that. Rate notices go out by insurance companies and they say your new rate's going to be XYZ, and it's not XYZ. It's never XYZ. So, we said, can you not do that? Not send it out. It's not right. And they listened to that. There really wasn't, any resolution on that. But it's from the agent chat box. The agent said insurance companies tell them CMS says they have to send it out. There was no one on that call that knew that that was true. So ignore the phone. The office is still in operation. Let's see. We talked about Medicare and whether you do the termination at any time or at the end of the month. If it is one person, it's easy to go in and cancel at the end of the month. No problem. If you have two people, it is confusing. And agents do different things and they don't know what to do. CMS said to call the last day of the month, call the marketplace, and terminate the plan. So last day of the month, call, cancel it. That's the best thing to do, the only thing to do. The other thing that I found that was very interesting that I had never heard before is they said to put the youngest person as the policyholder, as the applicant. It's easier to remove, a household member that is going into Medicare than the applicant. Because you remove the applicant, then you have the household member. The household member has to go to the applicant, and I think that's where the confusion comes in. So when you have a two-person application that you're enrolling, always put the youngest spouse as the applicant. And when they do go into Medicare, it will make it a little bit easier to pull that household member off. But still, they said, call the end of the month, call the marketplace the last day of the month to terminate. So many questions. I get emails all the time. We all stay confused. We finally got a definitive answer. Call the last day of the month and remove the person from the marketplace because they have Medicare that following day. let's see. I think that might have been all that we talked about at CMS. If you were on that call and there was something that I missed that you think that we need to share, please call into the Power Hour on Wednesday at 2 o'clock and give that update. Sometimes I hear, but I don't hear everything. We all, it takes a village to keep our industry abreast. I just want to let you know that I'm going to be out of pocket after the Power Hour on Wednesday. I am going on a much needed beach rest trip for Thursday through Sunday, so you won't be able to reach me. But I think you might agree that I need a little break. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life. But it's all going to be fine after I get to just clear my head and not do anything for a couple of days. It'll be really, really nice. But remember, Louisiana, remember that we need your positive thoughts. Remember to join the Power Hour sponsored by Zywave. And if you need anything, call me. That's what I'm here for. I'm honored and proud to represent you. And together we can do much. Until next Monday, Ronell Nolan.